magnetic field at the center of the circular coil, okay, carrying a current I. Suppose this circular coil is current carrying I and we are interested in finding the magnetic field at the center of the coil. So how can we find it? From the Biot-Savart law, we know that if current is flowing in a conductor, then it will produce magnetic field. Moving charges produces magnetic field. Hans Christian Ørsted in 1820, this theorem was stated by him. So from Biot-Savart law, we know that if we have taken a small element vector that is m or n, that is dl, and it is making theta. आप जानते हैं radius, you know that radius always makes 90 degree. रेडियस हमेशा सर्कल के क्या करता है 90 डिग्री बनाता है सर्कल के कोई भी पॉइंट पे. सो वी हैव टेकन mn, the small dl, and due to that small magnetic field is being created. From the Biot-Savart law we can write Biot-Savart law we can write mu naught by 4 pi I dl cross r. dl cross r, not dot. There is difference between dot product and cross product, right? By r vector, जो आपका r vector का q. Now we know that sin 90 is equal to 1. So sin 90 is equal to 1. So it will become small dl mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin 90 1 I dl by 4 pi r square. Correct? So this was for the small element dl, that is the magnetic field. Now we want to find the magnetic field of the whole sphere. What should we do? Integrate. Yes, we should integrate. dv को हम इंटीग्रेट कर देंगे तो इसमें mu naught by 4 pi I r square is the constant, right? Radius is not going to change. Current flowing, which is not going to change. What is going to change? Only dl length is going to change. So we have integrated dl. Now we get, and what would be the circumference of this circle? 2 pi r. So 2 pi r. Now this r or this r would be cancelled out. Pi cancel out. So what would be left? Total magnetic field would be mu naught I by 2r. Correct? So final, and if there would be n turns, n number of turns, as you have seen in the transformer, there might be n number of turns. Coil, अगर एक से ज़्यादा coil है, तब magnetic field क्या होगा? तो हम सिंपली जो एक के लिए निकाले हैं उसको n से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, n mu naught I by 2r. अब आपसे अगर पूछ दे कि एक r का मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्या होगा, ये बताइए. नॉट ड्यू टू dl वेक्टर, नॉट अ स्मॉल एलिमेंट वेक्टर, एलिमेंट का है, बट यू हैव टू फाइंड ड्यू टू एन r. So suppose that r is making angle theta. So that r magnetic field would be mu naught I by 2r theta by 360. Now sir, अगर r का निकालिए तो सेमी सर्कल का क्या होगा? सेमी सर्कल का थीटा एंगल कितना हो जाएगा? 180. तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ड्यू टू सेमी सर्कल, you can show it here बच्चों. mu naught by 2r into 180 by 360. इसे कट करेंगे तो कितना हो जाएगा? 1/2. तो ऑब्वियसली इसको सिंपली आप ऐसे भी कर सकते थे कि टोटल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड एक स्फीयर का हमने कितना निकाला था? mu naught I by 2r. करेक्ट? सो इसको हम हाफ कर देंगे तो डायरेक्ट आ जाएगा सेमी सर्कल का, आ जाएगा ना सेमी सर्कल का मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. तो mu naught I by 2 into 2 कितना हो जाएगा? 4r. तो इसका क्या हो जाएगा? बस mu naught I by 4r ड्यू टू सेमी सर्कल. Okay, so and direction of the magnetic field, very important, direction of the magnetic field. If current is flowing in clockwise direction, then it would be perpendicular to the plane but inward. Give me this pen, I'll see. It would be perpendicular to the plane. If it is clockwise, then it will be perpendicular but inside, into the plane, अंदर की तरफ ऐसे, ठीक है, clockwise direction. If it is anti-clockwise, then it would be outward. Still perpendicular to the plane, but it would be outward. Understood? Okay. Thank you.